Hi guys, welcome to the iRacing Grand Prix Series. McLaren MP4-30 2015 Formula 1 car track gate tutorial around Twin Ring Motegi. What we're going to do is today is go a half speed lap around the track in cockpit view so we can see where the apexes are, where we can brake and everything. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have an external view and you'll get to see all my pedal inputs and everything. So that's what we're going to do today. Yeah, let's get cracking on with the lap. So coming into the last corner, we want to turn the engine down to full power, obviously because it is going to be a qualifying lap. We'll open up the last corner as much as we can so we can get the best exit out this corner down to turn 1. Basically just deploying the start, using your push to pass, well not, it's called push to pass in this, but using basically your overtake button as much as you can. Just to this first corner, we're just braking just before in the middle between the 100 and the 50 metre board. Can open up turn 1. Don't want to clip that apex because we won't get a very good run. We want to compromise a wee bit of speed. Going into turn 1 and then get a good exit out too. Unfortunately there I missed the apex a wee bit, but I don't think it lost me too much speed. We still got a good run onto the straight. Now up into this straight we want to come over to the right hand side. This next corner is quite tricky in the power in this car, but we want to brake just before the 70 metre board, turn in on the last cones there and open up this corner. So you're just basically just doing it as one corner, progressively building on the power because we're turning and the car doesn't like turning when you're putting on the power. So we want to make sure we get a really good exit on here. Back in the push to talk button. Just change that a couple of settings in the steering wheel, some diff settings. Braking in between the 100 and the 50 metre boards. We lock up on the brakes there. Want to clip that inside curb, you will not get off track. Open the steering as much as you can because this next right hander is going uphill. Changing the brake bias to 55.5 so we get a good up to this next kind of sweeping corners here so we can get good front bite into this corner so the rear rotates round nicely. We want to brake in between the 100 and the 50 again. Make sure we compromise a wee bit of speed. I want a wee bit wide in that lap, and then we're just coming in this in that corner was 4th gear. Opening up the exit, keeping the brake bias at 55.5 and then braking just at the start of that curb, clipping the apex and then drifting it wide. Oh, unfortunately there's a car there, but luckily that didn't get in our way in this lap. And we're coming up to this next corner, and after this a DRS zone. Putting the brake bias up to 57.5 so we can go quite deep and cut back. Braking just at the 50. Want to open the corner up a wee bit. That's as much lock as you want to put on. Then start opening it up as you start applying the power. Now we want the DRS to come. As we click onto the DRS, we want to have a very good top speed. Back in the push to talk. Push to talk. What am I talking about? Back on the push to pass down this hill. Again, just a few wee steering wheel changes that we've made. We've put the brake bias down to 56.5. Braking at that last board down to 3rd gear. If we go down to 2nd, then it's going to be too slow. Clipping that inside curb. Make sure we wash right out wide. And then we just want to start turning at those cones. Make sure we go all the way out. Start going down the gears, and make sure we sacrifice a wee bit of speed, and then change down to 3rd quite late so we get the rotation of the car. And then back in the push to pass button, open up the DRS a bit now, and that's a lap of Motegi. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to put on the external view of the lap. I think the lap was a 1 minute 26.685. So yeah, let's just watch the lap back in external view.